Watch the Ford GT reach a speed of 180 miles per hour after running a standard mile. When Ford announced the new GT way back in 2016, it was to create a vehicle that could compete with the mid-engine supercars from Europe but with a car built in the United States. Well, actually, a car built in Ontario, Canada, but that's close enough that most people really can't tell the difference. It's just a little harder getting a factory tour is all, and it was priced like a mid-engine supercar too, starting at $450,000 but easily climbing above $500,000 with a few add-ons. The GT's high price did nothing to dissuade people from buying it. On the contrary, the GT's popularity was so great that it forced Ford to create an application process where they could choose who would be granted permission to own a GT, provided the buyer sign a 2-year no-resale contract. That didn't exactly stop people from reselling the GT for a profit, but it at least gives you a good idea of how popular this car was and still is. And it's not hard to see why the car is so popular. Under the hood is a 3.5-L twin-turbo EcoBoost V6 from the Ford Raptor, but tuned to produce 647 horsepower and 550 pounds-ft of torque. 0 to 60 is done in just 2.8 seconds, while 0 to 100 miles per hour takes just 6 seconds. Top speed is a blistering 216 miles per hour. To give you a good sense of just how fast the GT is, we've got a new video from the Johnny Bomer Proving Grounds showing the GT push itself as hard as it can for a single mile. The footage shows a constant acceleration of roughly 1 g, which is quite a long time to be slammed into the car's bucket's seat. Since it's on a runway, the ride is quiet and smooth, with the GT making nary a twitch as it continues to apply full throttle. After reaching the 1 mile mark, the Speedo reports a top speed of 180.704 miles per hour. That's a lot of speed for just a single mile. Ford recently reopened applications to customize a GT of your very own, but you might be better off just waiting for the first 2017 models to come out of their 2-year contracts if you really want to get behind the wheel of one of these